Top 10 DCAU villains. Wonder Woman number 10. While Wonder Woman served morally straight within the Justice League, she also deviated within certain parameters. She maintained her trust and bedrock morals inside of the Justice League. Yet certain times she sneaked in as an antagonist to the series. Alongside Super, she maintained a competition versus Batman. This rebellion enslaved millions, often sneakily overshadowed either by purpose or simply accident by show's creators. This sneakiness made and moral compass made her an intersecting antagonist in certain dcau films. In other DC animated films, Wonder Woman could engage in certain deviant actions such as forcing Superman to leave Carrion Zor-El. Batman number 9. Another antagonist who could have a dangerous streak. Batman's moral compass could not question. Sometimes his focus on the bottom line could serve detrimentally, causing him to kill numerous superheroes and characters over his private differences with the Superman of Injustice. In this film he had a code he tried to follow, yet at times he could not be relied upon or trusted. In other films he seemed at times neglectful and distant. Working within DC animated universe to unofficially narrate and provide perspective, he simply did not always seem like his code appeared to the natural bedrock one would simply seem and or appear. The League of Assassins Heretic. Number 7. Deathstroke, the main villain of Som of Batman. He is voiced intelligently and nuancedly a dangerous and complex assassin. Number 6. The Eradicator. This sophisticated technology appears at the beginning of the death of Superman. Looking and appearing like a version of Superman, he actually operates as a type of holographic program designed to protect Superman. Initially appearing to be a violent, aggressive character with similar appearance to Superman, he in fact operates like a Guardian-type immune system. While not necessarily bad, his aggressive, violent actions cause great sophistication confusion to all around him. He is a violent character with attractive lighting and story under beautiful direction. He is not necessarily Vila out, which makes him an attractive DCAMU feature. Number 5. Court of Owls. The organization focuses as a type of backdrop antagonist to the eye. Chose not to include the assassin component due to a decision made in the film, even though the voice acting proved excellent and also beautiful animation. The group is a unique villain due to the history within the city and Batman. Like I said, I don't like this decision, but the group does provide a unique perspective and opposing view. Darkseid. Number 4. A dangerous and formidable character. He appeared several times to oppose Justice League members. He catalyzes the creation of Justice League and functions as a major antagonist. The complexity of the character makes him an addition to the list. He primarily focuses on his planet Apocalypse, where he uses the most formidable beings for entertainment and once in a while returns to Earth to trouble Superman and others. His complexity and simple not too odd goals make him a recurring foe, plus the character's intelligence holding him back to simply more than some mad ambitious ruler. His tempered ambitious nature matched with powerful Omega beams transports and a world of dangerous gladiators combined to make him a horrifying and appealing foe. Number 3. Superman. While not a direct villain, he functions in a somewhat different capacity. After losing to Doomsday, the character changed somewhat. Even in Injustice he functioned as a type of bad guy. In Generals he was actually the son of Zod, a dark yet controlled figure. He is a powerful regardless if portrayed simply or complex. The character, while usually a surefire good, was modified in certain media to fill villainous or antagonistic capabilities. He is someone who is undefeatable, whose only weakness besides kryptonite seems to be some sort of moral inborn temperance. In both Elseworld films the characters do not dare for a second to cross him, and only by playing around his sense of fairness can they hope to deal with him. In Injustice not even Batman or Rash dare to confront Superman in any capacity, and not even the antagonist of Generals dare to look or challenge Superman in any way. Number 2. Platinum. This robot shows the true face only at the end. The character, a robot and computer, is extremely potent. It absorbs and defeats all Justice League members. The creature is only beaten at the end. It is a sneaky and dangerous villain, able to take on that version's Wonder Woman. The formidable and dangerous creation changes appearance, and with a special allow skin the machine can virtually defeat anything within its way. The drone can also use long arms to hold back most things in its direction. Number 1. Zoom. The voice of C. Thomas Howell gave to life a unique and nuanced villain. A menacing threat and one of the few people to remember life outside of the timeline. In the Suicide Squad sequel he masterfully portrays a sophisticated villain, one who at first glance appears as a straightforward opponent, yet later in a surprising twist makes the story. The character provides a sense of reason to Flash and later the villains under Project X. He is a nuanced and well-voiced character. However, if you do research, be warned, the image shows graphic and horrifying content. Be prepared for unappealing and scary images if deciding to watch this movie. All in all, he works as a straightforward competitor with a unique and interesting backstory brilliantly captured by the voice acting and art drawings. Top worst DCAU villain. Flash, not a villain in the true sense of the word. He twice did irreversible damage to the timeline. His self-centered desire to save his mum lost him his relationship with his wife and irreversibly changed the timeline. He unintentionally turned Martha Wayne into the Joker and Thomas Wayne to Batman. Caused the deaths of millions by causing war between Timeless Sarah and Aquaman and almost ended the world. He tried to undo his actions yet still did irreversible harm to the timeline, then did again several years in the new future. While not evil per se, perhaps he did not need to be because he knows he controls the world and is the only one who knows better. Lex Luthor, the character, while not bad compared to previous iteration, did not add a whole lot to the story. He was not able to add a whole lot and simply confused relationships to the plot. Functioning as a type of side villain, he in some instances did not lead up to his complete potential. In many ways he did not have the cunningness that history would make him seem. The design had visual appeal, but the character maintained weak growth and development. His main function in the movie is to bring a type of serum. Like several other dcau chapters, he tied himself to other villains more powerful. The strong and nuanced voice acting and memorable talent portrayed and showed the character well. Yet poor action, cunning and plot made him very dangerous. Reign of Superman. While not bad, the evil and mutated Superman caused a lot of damage. The cyborg Superman character, a mutated version of Hank Crenshaw, became an over-the-top forced-in type villain. He functioned as a bad imposter and selfish evil character twisted into his poor version of Superman. In the end, there did not appear to be one clear hero. Talon, this character could have been included, but a poor and evil decision prevented me from adding it. Black Manta Orm, the characters, while beautifully drawn and voice acted, were a little overused. Ra's al Ghul, Talia al Ghul, a fairly 2D character. Suicide Squad, some questionable people. Joker, an overused villain. Voice acting choices. Several voice acting choices tainted my version of the franchise. My religion won't allow me to watch these villains. Number 1, supernatural elements. Unfortunately, numerous characters' films had evil that my Christian religion prohibits me to stay.
Top 10 Interesting Comic Book Characters 2023. Here are a list of my top 10 fascinating. If you don't want to watch, please just skip or reach out to us before this. We are working really hard to try to get our channel up and investing a lot of time and money. Sorry if the channel or content does not meet your goal. Without further fanfare. Number 10. Tribunal. This character is a powerful being and the third strongest creature in the Marvel Universe. He is truly massive, larger than many star system and functions as a type of overseer, making sure mortals or events don't become truly out of control. Number 9. Wolverine. X-Men star and one of the most well-known characters. He was creatively played by Hugh Jackman. His portrayal created a more deeper and opaque version of the character than in the cartoons. I found the character to be the endearing face of my favorite movie franchise. Number 8. Magneto. While portrayed as a villain, I admired Sir Ian McClellan's acting and seminal depiction of an otherwise despicable villain. This character demonstrates one time that the acting and live action is superior to the drawn-out version. Number 7. The Bartender character, inspired by Jack Kirby, a fan characterization and breaking of the fourth wall. The second most powerful character in Marvel. The character is the second strongest. Number 6. The one above all, the creative energies of all Marvel writers flips with a dark side known as the one below. The most powerful, strongest being in the universe. It's a fun and beautifully drawn person. Number 5. Spider-Man. Yes, glitched, but the movies caused the character to grow on me. I also enjoyed the purple and blue costume of the original Spider-Man, the fictionalized New York and extreme charisma of Peter. Number 4. Batman. He is somewhat reliable and trustworthy in his desire for good. Number 3. Wonder Woman. I like her in the dcau, one of the few woman characters to be beautiful but not over the top. She is a well-rounded and grounded character inspired by the creator's wife. ナンバー2からゾル LC is a decent person and I think even a tiny bit mortally grounded 全スーパーマン。ナンバー1アイアンマン。A charismatic character who ushered in the world's most successful brand. He is extremely charming.